Before you think I'm overreacting, listen till the end, because one moment, one joke, changed everything. I laughed. Everyone laughed, except him. He just looked at me, stood up, and walked away. That was the moment I realized something was deeply wrong. My name's Lena, and I used to think humor could fix anything. My husband Ryan and I had been married for 6 years, and laughter was the glue that held us together. Or at least that's what I believed. He was quiet, patient, the kind of man who never liked attention. And me? I was the loud one, the storyteller, the one who turned awkward situations into jokes just to make people smile. But sometimes, the thing you think brings people closer can be the very thing that tears them apart. It happened at a dinner party one Saturday night. Ryan had just received a big promotion at work, and his boss invited us over to celebrate. Everyone was in a good mood. Fancy dinner, champagne flowing, light jokes across the table. At first, it was perfect. Ryan was sitting beside me, smiling, relaxed. His colleagues kept complimenting him, saying how lucky he was to have such a supportive wife. I felt proud. I really did. Then someone asked how Ryan handled stress at home, and without thinking, I made a joke, one I thought was harmless. I said, "Oh, he doesn't handle stress. He just stares at the wall like a malfunctioning robot until I fix it." Everyone laughed. Loud, genuine laughter. But when I turned to look at Ryan, he wasn't smiling. He wasn't even looking at me. His jaw was tight, eyes down, hands folded neatly in his lap. I tried to lighten it with a quick, kidding, but the air had shifted. I could feel it. He excused himself from the table moments later, saying he needed to make a quick call. He didn't come back. When I found him outside by the car, he was staring at his phone, silent. "Hey," I said carefully, "I didn't mean to embarrass you. It was just a joke." He looked at me, cold, detached, and said, "Yeah, Lena, you're always joking." That night, he barely spoke to me. The ride home was quiet, the kind of silence that hums louder than any argument. I thought he'd get over it. But days passed and he didn't. He stopped laughing at anything I said, stopped sitting beside me during dinner. He even started working later than usual. A week later, I finally asked him, "Are you really still upset about that?" He didn't shout. He just looked at me with this tired expression and said, "It wasn't the joke. It's that you always turn me into the joke." That hit me like a punch. "What do you mean?" I asked. He sighed. "Every time we're around people, you make me the punchline. You think it's funny. The way I forget things, the way I don't talk much, the way I dress. I laughed along because I didn't want to ruin your fun. But last week, that was the moment I realized I'm not someone you laugh with. I'm someone you laugh at." I tried to explain, tried to tell him it wasn't like that I just wanted people to see we had a fun marriage, that I wasn't mocking him, but his eyes said everything. He didn't believe me. Over the next month, I noticed how careful he became. He avoided being around me in groups. If friends came over, he'd quietly disappear into his office. I'd tell stories, make jokes, and look around, but no one laughed like before, because they could feel it too, the tension, the distance. And then one evening, he packed a small bag. "I need some time," he said quietly. "I can't keep feeling like I'm your entertainment." I stood there, speechless. "You're leaving because of one joke?" He shook his head. "No, Lena, I'm leaving because it wasn't one joke. It was years of them." Then he walked out the door. It's been 8 months since that night. We still talk sometimes. Polite, formal. He's doing fine, maybe even happier. Me? I've stopped joking around so much. Because now I understand that not every laugh is worth the cost. Sometimes the loudest person in the room forgets that humor cuts both ways. It can heal, but it can also wound. If I could go back, I'd take back that joke, that dinner, that laugh that cost me the person I loved most. Now, every time I make someone laugh, I pause for a moment, just to make sure it's not at the expense of someone's heart. If you liked the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.